Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Archetypes, and Spiritual Outsiders. Hello and welcome back to Spiritual Meanings, where we explore the deeper truth behind stories, symbols, and the mysteries that shape our inner world. If you're returning, thank you for being part of this beautiful, growing community. We're on a mission to reach 2,000 subscribers, and honestly, your comments, support, and curiosity are what keep this journey alive. So thank you, and don't be shy to share your thoughts below. This space is for you. Now today, we're flying straight into the cosmos, but not for the usual sci-fi thrill. We're uncovering the spiritual symbols and mythic archetypes hiding inside the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes, that mismatched crew of thieves, warriors, and outcasts. They're more than just comic relief. In fact, they're deeply rooted in ancient archetypes, the kind we see in mythology, tribal stories, and cosmic folklore. Let's start with the heart of the crew, Peter Quill, or Star-Lord. Peter is the archetype of the lost divine child. Taken from Earth, raised among outlaws, but carrying a hidden cosmic lineage. Sound familiar? That's because it echoes ancient stories like Horus, raised in secret to return as Avenger Krishna, born divine but hidden from harm, and even Perseus, the half-god who didn't know his full potential. Peter represents all of us who feel like misfits, but deep down we carry something sacred we've forgotten. His arc isn't just about saving the galaxy. It's about remembering who he really is. Now let's talk about Rocket, the wounded genius. He's the trickster engineer, a blend of Loki and Anansi, but with trauma. His backstory of painful experiments echoes myths of the scarred shaman, the one who suffers first in order to gain insight. Rocket is sarcastic, yes, but also spiritual. He understands loss. He fights with intellect. He reminds us that the most broken ones often become the greatest builders. Then there's Groot. Groot! A tree being who speaks only 3 words, yet says everything. Groot is the embodiment of nature's wisdom, the green man, the world tree, the silent guardian. Trees in mythology are never just plants. They're bridges between worlds. Think Yggdrasil from Norse myth or the Tree of Life in Kabbalah. Groot's sacrifice and rebirth echo the cycle of death and renewal, like Osiris, like Dumuzi, like the seasons themselves. I am Groot becomes more than a phrase. It's a spiritual mantra, a reminder that even the simplest presence carries infinite wisdom. Now let's take a look at Gamora. Gamora is the dark warrior turned light. Trained by death but seeking life. Her path is one of atonement, of trying to undo the damage caused by her past. In many traditions, this is the journey of the redeemed warrior, like Inanna, who descends into the underworld and returns changed. Or like Kali, who dances destruction but ultimately clears the way for healing. Gamora shows us that it's never too late to rewrite your destiny. And then we have Drax, the Avenger turned heart being. He represents the archetype of the sacred masculine wounded by loss. In mythology, these characters often become monks, warriors, or seekers. Drax begins with rage, but evolves into someone who learns the deeper language of connection. He shows us that even vengeance can soften into wisdom. Now here's something fascinating. The Guardians themselves are chaotic by nature. They bicker, they disobey orders, they steal ships. But spiritually, they reflect the sacred crew found in myth, the Argonauts with Jason, the Fellowship of the Ring. Even the Sumerian Seven Sages who brought light before the flood. These groups represent soul tribes, seemingly mismatched, but destined to walk the same spiritual path. Let's take a moment and reflect. Have you ever felt like the outsider? Like you didn't quite fit the world's mold? Well, maybe that's the point. The Guardians show us that spiritual destiny isn't about perfection. It's about authenticity. The galaxy doesn't need another perfect hero. It needs the wounded, the wise, and the wildly honest. Even their enemies like Ronan the Accuser or Ego the Living Planet represent more than just villains. Ronan is blind judgment, the shadow of dogma. Ego is toxic creation, the god complex without empathy. These figures are cautionary tales. They remind us that power without connection leads to decay. Now here's a symbol I adore, the mixtape. Peter's mixtape is more than just nostalgia. It's memory, emotion, lineage. It's the sacred scroll, the oral tradition, the story that anchors him to Earth. We all have a mixtape, something that grounds us, reminds us who we are, even as we move through cosmic chaos. What's on your soul's mixtape? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Here's one final insight. The Guardian. They may never chant, meditate, or preach. About found family, redemption, sacrifice, awakening, and above all, love. So thank you for flying through the stars with us today. We hope this episode sparked something in you, a recognition that your soul tribe might not look perfect, but it feels right. That being, don't forget to leave a comment and let us know which guardian you most relate to, or what your personal journey through chaos and connection has taught you. And of course, videos but community. Until next time, stay brave, stay weird, stay galactic.